one's for you, cousin. I hope you enjoy it. This is going to be a yoga weight fusion workout. If you don't have dumbbells, you can use water bottles, or you can not do it at all. You can go as light as 1s, 3s, and you can go as heavy as 5s or 8s. I personally do right around a 4 or 5 pound dumbbell because I find that through transitions, it's easier, and I still get the great workout from having the added weight. So have your dumbbells set up down in between your 2 blocks. Have your blocks at the top of your mat. So that's how it'll get started. And then just one quick safety measure. Anytime we use our dumbbells as we transition through the body, we always bend them into this ready position at the chest. So we want to press them through and reach them out, but always with a bent elbow, never just swinging our arms in the air. It's to protect the shoulder girdle. So we want to start at the top of our mat with Samastitihi, same on all sides pose. This is just an anatomically correct stance for our bodies. We roll our shoulder heads back so that it contracts the muscles of the upper back. We wrap muscle to bone through the thighs so our legs are nice and strong and grounded. The stomach's pulling up and our ribs are knitted in. So this is always a nice place to begin any kind of hatha flow. On your first breath in, we'll take arms overhead, mountain pose, Tadasana. Take a deep breath here, just grow tall and find space in your body. And on your next exhale, Anuvattasana, baby back bend. Cactus your arms, bump your hip bones forward and shine your heart up to the sky. On your inhale, mountain pose, biceps frame ears. Exhale, chair pose with airplane arms. We sit deep back in our heel bones, so there's no weight over our knees and in our toes. Stomach is pulling in, arms are extending long behind us. Long neck, look somewhere down about 2 feet in front of your mat. Hold until you start to feel a nice burn. And then on your next inhale, single leg Tadasana, right leg high, tabletop. So right there, nice and tall, working on balance. Take a nice breath in, nice breath out. And then step back with control, Warrior 2. Now remember, Warrior 2 is heel to arch alignment on those bottom feet. Make sure your back hip is tucked under you so it's not lazy and hanging out. And then just stretch your arm bones long. Take an inhale for reverse warrior, reach high. And on your exhale, side angle pose, forearm thigh. Long line of energy you can see from my hand to my leg. That is one extended line of energy. Top ribs open, bottom ribs are lengthening. On your next inhale, rise up, turn your feet parallel, Prasarita. So feet parallel, wide stance, arms out wide like wings. Take an inhale, chest expansion behind your back. And on your exhale, wide-legged bound forward fold. Knuckles go to the sky, weight goes into the toe ball mounds. Gentle bend to the knee and the head hangs heavy down towards the floor. Take a couple breaths there before releasing your arms down in front of your face. Bring your body into a little bit more of a flat back position, and then lateral lunge side to side, maybe 5 or 6 times. So it's called Skandasana. We're just doing a variation of it. Hands stay in center, and we just alternate back and forth between a little low lateral lunge, side to side. Few more just to get those inner thighs and legs stretching and working. And then back to center for a forward fold. Send your arms out wide like wings. Pull your tummy in tight and rise up with a flat back. All the way to standing, palms to touch above the crown. Pivot both feet back around to the front. Maybe shorten the stance a little. This is pyramid pose. Take an inhale for space, and on your exhale, tuck your chin to your chest and round down through your spine until your hands can reach your blocks or the floor. Then fold the rest of the way over, bringing your forehead or your nose closer to your knee and your shin bone. Take a nice couple of breaths here for space and lengthening of hamstring and low leg. Then on your next breath, bend into your front knee. Lift your back leg. This is called single leg halfway lift. My fingers are on my blocks. Remember, you can turn your blocks on any level. They're there to help bring the floor up to you. Holding that long line of energy behind you, give me little heel beats to the sky. Maybe 10 or 15 times. Gonna heat up that glute maximus right back there. and starting to get into our hamstring. Take 1 or 2 more beats, and then it's called Shiva squat. You're gonna chamber your back leg behind your front calf. Watch this front knee, keep it back so you're not putting pressure forward, right? Shiva squat, chamber, re-extend, halfway single leg lift, chamber, Shiva squat, re-extend. You're gonna do that 3 times for me, really heating up this front leg. Then find your single leg halfway lift, deep breath, exhale, find forward fold, ha. Ragdoll roll, rise, knees bend deeply, roll vertebra by vertebra to the top, and then open your body back up to Samastitihi. Same on all sides pose. Really good, here we go, second side, Sun A-B flow. Inhale, arms overhead, mountain pose, Tadasana. Anuvattasana, baby back bend. Cactus those arms, shine your heart skyward and let your hips slide forward. Inhale, mountain pose, biceps, ears. Exhale, chair, airplane, arms. Remember, long line of energy from crown to tailbone, and we want to shift our shins back so there's no pressure in the front of that knee. Tummy in tight, get a good burn there. Then single leg Tadasana, second side, left leg lifts, tabletop style. Take a breath or 2 for stability and balance. Stomach in, Dristi set, that's your stair. And then step back carefully, warrior 2. Now once again in your warrior 2, we have heel arch alignment in our feet. We bump our hip under us so it stays in line with the front hip bone, not cockeyed or popped out. Take that beautiful warrior 2, and on your next inhale, reverse warrior, glide your front arms skyward and kind of open that front quadrant of the rib cage. Keep the integrity of your lunge so you know you're working hard in that front leg. Side angle pose, forearm thigh, top arm bicep ear, long line of energy from heel to top arm. And then rotate your ribs, you're gonna feel your side body working here. On your next breath, you're gonna rise up, heels in, toes out. This is star pose. So now we've got a turnout and a big X shape with our body. Take a shoulder drop twist, and as you drop your shoulder, push this femur bone externally to get a stretch. Rise up, star pose. Take that hand to the inner thigh, knee area, shoulder drop, twisting at the belly, but pushing this leg out externally. Do that 2 more times, each direction, or rather 1 more time, each direction, 2 more times total. Always coming up through a beautiful star, and always taking that shoulder drop twist. Then what I want you to do is take star pose, bring palms to touch, and start to pivot those feet back around to the front of your mat. Lengthen and get tall, straight legs. And then tuck chin, gentle bend of front knee for pyramid pose, rounding down until you can reach for your blocks or the floor, and then fold again the rest of the way so you can bring shin closer to forehead or knee to nose. Take a breath or so here to find length and space. Remember, we want long inhalations matching exhalations. Then step forward and high with that back leg, single leg halfway lift. See my hip is squared and dialed down, my big toe is pointing at the floor. Give me those little heel beats to the sky, maybe 10 or 15 times. Feel that glute and hamstring firing. Then we're gonna take those 3 Shiva squats. Chamber your knee behind the front calf, kind of into a little ball, right? Then re-extend and find length. Exhale, we come down, we Shiva squat, little tiny ball. We re-extend. You do it 3 times total. Really feeling this booty work right here. Long line of energy. And then we exhale, forward fold. Ha. Take a second here, maybe breathe it out, 1 or 2 breaths. Grab opposite elbow, get really heavy so you can stretch and get traction in the back and the backs of thighs. And then this time when you ragdoll roll rise, pick up your dumbbells vertebra by vertebra. And now your dumbbells will sit alongside your body in Samastitihi. Now we add in dumbbells. This is the yoga fusion. You can just do that flow again without the dumbbells. But we're gonna add in dumbbells and we're gonna add in some exercises so we can get a really nice workout in our upper body as well. So with your first breath, we take an inhale, we press our dumbbells body for mountain pose Tadasana. And I want you to do some calf raises, maybe 5 to 10, just holding your arms up high and rising up on your tippy toes to strengthen the metatarsals of the feet and the ankle stabilizers. Breathe well here, do your 10, and then we go into chair with airplane arms, right into 10 kickbacks. So lengthening the back of those arms, bending and straightening the elbow, and holding that static chair position. Stomach in, neck long. You're gonna really squeeze the backs of those arms and get some solid arm work here. You can do this without dumbbells. You're still gonna feel it if you contract the muscle when you go back. Inhale, come through body, single leg Tadasana, right leg high. And as we transition, bring the dumbbells into that chest, that ready position we talked about, and open into your warrior two. So then we take those arm bones long. Woo, feel those shoulders, right? Now lower your arms down, turn palms to face, and you're gonna do a bicep curl, straighten the leg, back to warrior two. Bicep curl, straighten the leg, back to warrior two. So you're getting really fun front leg work, little single leg lunge, little stretch in this back hip, and then of course our biceps, right? Shoulder heads are back, stomach is in, long line of energy. You'll do maybe 10 of these, 8 to 10, whatever feels good. Then again, dumbbells come into the heart for ready position. This time your back arm's gonna slide down the back of the leg and you're gonna come into your reverse warrior pose with your top arm reaching skyward. Now, 5 times, we're gonna do strong muscle arm. We're gonna reach elbow to knee bone and then re-extend reverse warrior. You're gonna reach, keep your long side body there, feel your core working, and then reach and extend. Keep the integrity of your lunge. You can also bring your hand to your hip if that feels more ergonomic in the body. So we're gonna do our 5, nice, slow, rhythmic breath movement, just like in yoga. Then bring your forearm down to your thigh, still side angle pose. This time reach to the big toe, turn and twist. Go to the big toe, all the way to the floor, revolve the waist and twist as you pull your elbow high. Not fast, not with momentum, but slow and methodical with your breath. 5 of those. Then you're gonna bring your dumbbells back into ready at the chest and turn your front foot parallel so that you're in Prasarita pose. Come over to a flat back using your core strength, wide elbow row 10 times. So your feet are parallel, flat back, you're using your hamstrings, you're using your core, you're using your upper back. All really good stuff. Sustaining that for 10 times, retract your shoulder blades to pull your elbows wide. Then go ahead and take that all the way over to a forward fold and give yourself a couple breaths, relax the neck, no tension anywhere. Then a gentle bend of the knees, you'll ragdoll roll through with your dumbbells and finish by pressing them overhead. Turn your feet back to the front so you end up in pyramid pose. Slight bend of the front knee behind the back tricep extensions. So just a nice lengthening of the arm bones. 5 to 10 times, you decide the number. You can go slower or faster. If those don't work for you, if you don't like that move, change it to a shoulder press. So 5 to 10, just getting those arms going again. Now, we're gonna reach down to our blocks with a bent knee, and then we're gonna lift back up into that single leg Tadasana. This time, I just want you to find some really good length in that leg and hold, pulling in your tummy. Then go for your 3 Shiva squats, behind the calf, re-extend, behind the calf, really breathe here. I love it, working that front leg, re-extend for space. Then forward fold, bring big toes to touch. Take a second here, fold deeper. And then ragdoll roll rise to reset to Samastitihi. We go right into that last side with dumbbells. Inhale, arms overhead, mountain pose Tadasana. This time, I want you to bring your elbows down and you're gonna do a calf raise press. Elbows come in tight to the body, calf raise press. So now we're adding in a shoulder press to the calf raise, advancing advancing the exercise and still working balance and length and calm support. Really good here. Do at least 10, 5 to 10 is the number we're going to play with throughout our yoga fusion class. When you finish that, you're going to reach high one more time. Exhale, chair, airplane arms. This time, turn your palms up to the sky and do a straight arm lift. Straight arm lift. So different exercise, still working on retracting shoulder blades up and back, tummy in tight. You can go deeper in your squat if you want a little more leg work. You're going to do 10 of those just like we did before. And then you're going to bring those dumbbells through and rise up, single leg Tadasana, left leg high. Hold for a moment for stability, and then as you transfer to Warrior Two, dumbbells into your chest, and then you step back. Once you've stepped back and you're solid, that's when you get to extend the arm bones long. This time you're going to bring the arms down, out wide like wings. Bring them down in front, out wide like wings. So they go out wide like wings when we straighten the leg. We feel those inner thighs working. You keep going even if I'm demoing different things. Pull up through the pelvic floor. You can hear my heart rate's getting up. I love it. We just add some dumbbells to our yoga class. Do 10 of those. Okay, then you're going to bend back into your knee and bring your arms into center. All very practiced and controlled transitions. Take your back arm down the back of the thigh and your front arm to the sky. Here we go with our side bend. We're going to bring that elbow like a muscle arm to the top of the knee and then re-extend skyward, baby back bend. We're going to come forward using our core to stretch and extend, and then a side body stretch to reach sky. You're going to just do 5 of these. You can always change it up and add 10 in when you do this on your own. Remember, it's always breath movement 5 times. Then we bring that forearm to our thigh. We bring our dumbbell down by our big toe, so we're folded at the waist. And then we row twist. Feel those thoracic muscles working, right? You row twist. Very little weight in the forearm of the front leg. Strong stance still. That front leg is burning, burning. Do 5 row twists. And then you're going to bring those dumbbells back into ready. Woo, sorry. And you're going to pivot those feet. Now you're in star. So heels in, toes out. You're going to reach your dumbbells high. And then you're going to bring them into your pockets and sit as deep as you can. Sumo style squat. We pulse it out. 10 times, maybe 20 times. If you want to add in an arm, you can go high elbow row. High elbow row. So you can pulse. Maybe you want more leg workout. Maybe you want to hold and just do the high rows to get a little more shoulder deltoid work and upper trap. But do 10 no matter what, or 20 little pulses, or maybe you're just doing good to hold, right? Then we take the arms up overhead just like we've been doing. Pivot both feet back to the front, 3 feet apart for pyramid pose. Reach high, and once again, you can do tricep extensions. If you want a little more tricep workout, you can do delt raises to the front or out wide to the side. You can even do a bicep curl here, okay? So we're just in a split leg stance, 1 more set of arms. I'm loving this workout. Yoga fusion with our dumbbells. Then we're gonna take our dumbbells and reach to our blocks. Lift for that single leg halfway lift. Long from neck to back heel. Just hold in extension for a while. You're gonna feel this front leg working isometrically. And then bam, 3 Shiva squats. Maybe you want to do 5, maybe 3 isn't enough for you. This is just a guide to your practice so you can bring dumbbells into a really basic hatha flow. Then take that leg down, forward fold, let go of your dumbbells. Take a halfway lift, fingertip shin bones. Plant your palms and step back top of a push-up pose. So now we're really finishing this practice out strong. We're going to do this core right here. Strengthening arms, wrapping muscle to bone through the thighs, and strong in our plank position. Then ride your breath back to downward facing dog. Take 3 to 5 breaths here. Remember, we're pushing down through the backs of those heel bones. We're wrapping the ribs in tight, bringing our chest closer to tops of thighs, and just a little space between the ear and the shoulder. So you've opened or broadened your back. Then ride your breath forward one more time, top of a push-up pose. Lower your knees and take a child's pose. Rest your third eye to the mat and take 3 to 5 deep breaths. You guys, that is what we call a yoga fusion flow. We do it once without weights to kind of get the muscle memory, and then we do it the second time adding weights. Be playful with your arm exercise. You can add anything to a warrior 2, a warrior 1 side angle pose, and it just gives you a little more heart rate. It helps that body mass index get stronger, which is what we're always looking for, just longer, leaner lines of muscles. This one goes out to my cousin Tracy and to everybody else this holiday season. Let's find a way to get through it healthy and peacefully. Have a great day, you guys. I'll bring you a new class later on in the week. Take care.